Hello everyone, in today's Microsoft Flight Simulator news video we're talking about plenty of aircraft releases for the sim and taking a look at an add-on that might help you out as we move into the winter months. On that note, let's get right into it, but before we do, be sure you like, comment and subscribe. I'm trying to get to 30,000 subscribers by the end of this year, so any support there is appreciated. Okay, so where would I be if I wasn't talking about the Boeing 787-9 by Horizon Simulations? This freeware project has finally been released. Now, I've already produced a rather nice video on it, where I do admittedly strike the tail of this aircraft into the runway. But if you want to watch me fly this aircraft transatlantic from Oslo to Miami, be sure to check out this video linked up the top now. Now, aside from a completely new model, Horizon have developed a whole new variant of the 787. It has a new flight model, it has new sounds, and inside and out it just looks very, very nice. It also includes plenty of great liveries so you can fly your favourite 787-9 routes right now. Now, that being said, it's not perfect. There are some slight issues with flight model, for example. As I said, I did tail strike it. I'm not sure if that's totally my fault. It seems like the tail of this aircraft is very heavy. That being said, I would recommend you check it out. What have you got to lose? It's for free on PC. Now, in terms of what else Horizon Simulations are getting up to, they are still working on their 747-8F, which will be the first dedicated freighter freeware for the sim. Bit of a tongue twister there. Now, I cannot wait to see this. As I've already said on the channel, it looks beautiful with some fantastic animations, including an opening nose cone. It cannot get better than that. I actually had the great honour of sitting in a 747 freighter not too long ago at an event at Heathrow I went to, so I know I'm definitely looking out for this one. That being said, it's fantastic to see more freeware aircraft released for the sim. The one caveat with the Boeing 787-9 is that you do need the premium deluxe version of the sim, i.e. you need to have the base 787 to access the 787-9. I know that's very annoying, but it is what it is. Moving on, HypePerformanceGroup have released the H160, and this is a helicopter I've had a pleasure of flying around in recent days. Now, the HypePerformanceGroup Airbus H160 is a relatively brand new high-spec helicopter in real life that actually came into my workplace not too long ago, so I was very excited to see this in the sim. And in the sim, I have to say, this is certainly one of the best helicopters yet. Now, of course, HypePerformanceGroup were the trailblazers with their copters, but this just goes above and beyond in so many aspects. From a highly realistic autopilot, to some marvellous animations, to the ability to play Flappy Bird on the tablet in the sim. This helicopter really does have it all. Admittedly, you do pay for it, as it comes in at a price of $50 US, but this has got to be one of the most enjoyable helicopter experiences in the sim. Airbus in real life really went above and beyond with the H160. You'll find it is very automated in true Airbus fashion. It doesn't mean it's immune to crashing, but you'd have to be a rather terrible pilot to get into a sticky situation with this helicopter. It includes two variants, the civilian and the luxury variant, which of course you've got different cabins there, different liveries, but in terms of systems they're virtually exactly the same. It's been released for PC so far, as I said, for $50 US. It should be coming to Xbox, but not yet, so sadly you guys will have to wait for that. Now, moving on to another aircraft that's been released. A lot of releases today. It's nice to speak about aircraft that have actually come to the sim, as opposed to staying in development. Anyway, the de Havilland Canada Dash-7 has been released by Pilots and Simworks Studio. This has been an aircraft we've all been keeping a very close eye on. It's based on the Twin Otter, but is quite a bit bigger. It's a four-engined beast, really. Rather rare nowadays. I think 17 are still in active service, and that's probably less because that figure's from 2018. Now, this comes in at a price of €20, which is what, about 18 UK pounds, and I have to say that is a real treat. From reviews I've seen on the internet, the one downfall is sounds. Apparently they're a bit shallow, but that being said, for €20 inside and out, it looks pretty good. Out for PC, available through a variety of vendors. It is planned to be coming to Xbox, but as of right now, as normally is the case, this is PC only. Now, as we get pulled into autumn, and indeed as winter approaches, we find ourselves wanting to pumpkin spice up our sim. I sort of hate myself for saying that. Maybe I should retract that remark. That being said, an add-on can do exactly that. If you're looking for some good seasonal weather, or indeed seasonal terrain, or seasonal vegetation for the sim, then you need to turn your attention to Rex Accuseason Advanced. Now, Rex Accuseason has been out for ages now, and I never actually did take a look at it. But last month, Rex updated this product and made it quote-unquote advanced. It comes in at a price of just over £20 UK via a variety of vendors. It is PC only and will probably remain the way just because this is an external bit of software that injects your simulator with new trees and new terrain. As you can see on the screen, the very well made UI allows me to go through and change the seasons in my sim, to go through and select weather presets, terrain presets and vegetation presets, depending on what time of year I would like it to look like. If you can't be bothered to go ahead and select what time of year you'd like it to look like, then you can leave that all to automation. Rex Accuseason Advanced will go ahead and update your sim at a time you want it to. For me, it's midnight, so if my computer's off, it normally does it in the morning. This will go ahead and replace your vegetation and terrain with your seasonal varieties. I know a lot of the complaints about the original Rex Accuseason was that it didn't work too well, but in my experience, it works perfectly. It's well worth the money. To be honest with you, this is something that should be in the sim as default. It looks like we'll be waiting until Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024 to have seasons, which yes, is a massive pet peeve. I think that should really be included in 2020, but it is what it is. Rex Accuseason Advanced is the perfect placeholder. For the moment, for £20 UK, you really are getting great value. It is an absolute sim improvement. You can also quite nicely change your tree height, so if you find you're finding trees are too high, especially around airports that find themselves slap bang in the middle of a forest, so as you depart out you tend to clip a tree, well, Rex Accuseason can go ahead and shorten your trees, or indeed, if you think they're too short, you can of course increase the height. It's a really cool add-on. I don't know why I didn't take a look at it sooner, but here we are, first time for everything, I guess. Now finally, Parallel 42 have teased their upcoming Immersion effects mod for the sim. This time all we see is a single screenshot of a 747 releasing some contrails or maybe some chemtrails, who knows. They look very realistic, if not a bit big, but I've never sat behind a 747 in the air, so I imagine they very well could be this big. Now this pack will add these type of effects to the simulator, not just contrails, but we'll see stuff like condensation, rain being kicked up by the engines and wheels, stuff like St. Elmo's fire, all of these particle effects that we've been missing out in the sim. Parallel 42 used to make these sort of add-ons for legacy simulators, so it'll be great to see it in the sim, and as far as I know, sadly, this is only PC only. On that note, guys, there is all your flight sim news for you all today. It's been a very good episode. I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope you also like the fact that I've sort of tuned in a review into this news video, so I've got something to show you and bring you guys as well. I hope you have all enjoyed today. Be sure to subscribe. Bye bye.